Welcome to another episode of Wrestling with Our Family, where we are breaking down Backlash. Did Roman cheat? Did Asuka retire? A lot happened. Eli, who are our winners?
Bron Breakker defeated Seth Rollins. Rick Welle defeated Sami Zayn, aka the original Gingerbread Man. Danhausen defeated The Miz and Kit Wilson with his army of mini Danhausen. IYO SKY defeated Asuka, and Roman Reigns obviously defeated Jacob Fatu like we all thought he would.
Okay. So what did we like? What did you think of the Asuka and IYO match? They were building that up for a little bit. Do you think we needed Kyrie, or did they do good without her?
I felt like if she showed up at the end, it would be like a lot. It would have like connected a little bit more.
Had more impact.
For me, yes and no, because it was a good match.
It was a good match.
But we needed Kyrie back.
Did it feel like I don't know, it did kind of feel like Asuka was saying goodbye, like from the gear, like she's never worn gear like that before.
I think everything about it, that match when IYO, bowed down and it was a sign of respect. I think she's saying bye, but who knows? Maybe they're just playing with our heads because that's what they usually do.
And what about Jacob versus Roman? Fatu came in, he lost, but still walked out looking like he won. What do you guys think of that one?
It's a great match.
Yeah, it was.
Do you think it was the best match on the card?
I have a hard time.
Yeah.
For me, I have a hard time deciding between that match and the Trick Willie and Sammy match because I enjoyed that one a lot.
That one was good, but I think Seth's match and Roman, those two, with Bron Breakker and Seth and Bron Breakker and Roman and Jacob, those were the ones, the money makers.
What I liked and what I feel like they're planting the seeds for with Seth was just from his in-ring gear, like almost like a Shield reunion, or they're definitely, because how many times did Seth say, I'm here to get back the belt that I never lost? You know what I'm saying? So, who has the belt that he never lost? Roman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I think, we got something
that
they're planting seeds. They're planting seeds.
Next year's WrestleMania main event, I'm telling you.
And what about Danhausen with his mini Hausens versus Vincent Kit Wilson?
You all, I already know that you all hated it. I loved it.
It's just that it was incredibly stupid.
It wasn't that we hated the match. It wasn't even that. I just feel like for me, there was no payoff to the surprise. Like for the tag team partner, it could have been like, you could have did maybe John Cena. We know he's retired, but you could have did anything else besides mini Hausens. I think, it's kind of tired.
This was a special one, though.
It was.
He was a lucha housing.
No, I'm not. Look, credit is due to the little guy. He can wrestle. He was wrestling really, really well. I just feel like, I don't know. It was comedic. The Miz and what's the other guy's name?
Kit Wilson.
He's good. They're good. I enjoy them. The Miz is phenomenal, and so is Dan, whatever his name is too. But but I have to tell you, the little midget guy was we could have done without it.
So let's look ahead. Do you think this was a retirement for Asuka?
It definitely appeared like one. Yeah. She definitely executed the match like one.
If it was, then it has to be because of Kyrie.
Or, if you looked at the end of the match, IYO bows. Yes. She bows to her senpai, what they call, her teacher. So it felt like a retirement. Do you think she's really done, though?
No, I don't think she's done. I think she's done with WWE.
So you think she's going back to Japan?
I think she might go back.
Or do you think this was like an end to the rivalry and maybe they team up again to reform the tag team that they had in Japan?
I don't know. I've been reading stuff, so I don't want to speculate anything. Let's see what happens tomorrow.
Maybe it's IYO, Asuka, and Julia.
That'll be nice. Why get rid of Kyrie then? Because then they're just unless they're gonna put them all three together, then that'll be cool. But I don't know.
And what happens to Fatu now that Roman has declared war and he says you're done in WWE? Where do you think that's going? Do you think we're going down a road to Clash in Italy, where we're going to see them, in a return match? I think this is
going to go SummerSlam.
You think it's going to go all the way to August?
I think so. I think they're going to stretch it. because I think what's gonna happen now.
That is a long time.
That is a long time.
But now they can have the Usos go against Jacob.
Maybe they can have Jacob Fatu acknowledge Roman at Clash in Italy.
Well, speaking about Clash in Italy, what do we think of the Gunther and Cody? Because you were saying that it felt a little empty without Cody on the card. So now,
really did.
What do you think about Gunther versus Cody and going into Clash in Italy with Paul Heyman? That was the favor that Gunther wanted.
Honestly, I love everything Cody. And that beautiful woman right there, by the way, happy Mother's Day to you, Mother. She agrees with me. Yes. Everything with Cody is great.
What do you think? Yes. What do you think about Clash
Gunther
in Italy?
At first, kind of it appeared random, but once they connected it to the deal, that was the word I was looking for. Yeah. When you connect it to the favor, then it makes sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this because this is gonna put Cody back on the babyface because everybody does not like Gunther. There's people that like Gunther, but he killed like 3 careers. Yeah. So
I mean, all in all, I thought the pay-per-view was strong. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, they went back to the 5-match format. Mm-hmm. I thought the Sami Zayn and Trick Williams was kind of a sleeper hit. I thought they did really well.
Yeah.
I like that
the
one.
Gingerbread thing with Little Yachty's funny, of course. I wasn't.
It was a smart way to plug him in.
Yeah, smart way.
I'm not gonna
You
lie.
can tell that he really loves WWE.
I'm not gonna lie. Compared to all the other celebrities that have come in as a guest, Little Yachty, in my opinion, is probably one of the most dedicated that I've seen so far.
So we appreciate you not going.
Yeah.
What?
What? Why do we all do it at the same time?
I don't know.
What happened?
Just let Tricky do his thing.
All right, so final takes. Eli, who do you think was the biggest winner coming out of Backlash? Not just results, but the momentum. Who do you think has the most momentum coming out?
I don't know. Maybe Bron.
I would say Fatu. What do you think?
Trick.
You think Trick? He's got momentum, but I think coming out of Backlash, it's either Bron or Fatu. What do you think? Fatu. I mean, he closed he lost, and he looked like he won. He still choked out Roman and beat him down and beat up security. Him throwing Adam Pearce out of the ring towards the end was amazing. And Adam Pearce sells everything. Yeah, I think he's gonna pop a vein in his head.
As the analyst, am I allowed to change my answer? Yeah, it's Fatu.
What did you think? You think Fatu?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, by the way, Adam Pearce, best GM, without a doubt,
hands down.
So I think it was a strong pay-per-view, a strong Backlash. Looking ahead, what do you think is going to happen tomorrow on Raw? Who do you think opens the show? Do you think Seth opens the show?
Maybe we might open the show with Fatu and the Usos or something like that. Or we could close the show with Fatu and the Usos.
I feel like they usually close the show with them.
Are you surprised that the Usos didn't get involved in Roman's match at the end?
Yeah,
there's something behind it because everybody was looking back, waiting for the Usos to come.
I definitely was waiting for the Usos.
I was like, whoa, they're trying to
play. Where are they?
I was like, well, what's happening? I mean, I felt like Roman was trying to prove a point, like I can do this on my own. But either that or the Usos, like they said in the other last week. Remember they were saying to Roman, this guy's tough. He destroyed all of everybody that was coming at him. So I don't know.
So our final word: who got the most matches right? Was it you, me, Eli, or Angie? Who called the most right? Who called them wrong?
I believe I said that Tricky would win, that Roman would win. I think I had a feeling that Asuka would win. I don't know.
I think we were all off on that one. I thought Asuka was going to win that one too.
Yeah.
I said Io was going to win.
You thought Io?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Mommy was right on that one. What about you?
Can I be honest? I don't remember.
That's all good.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't remember either, but I'm just going based off what I think.
I knew Trick was going to win, though.
Yeah,
Trick. I knew Roman was going to win, too. That's 2 out of the 5. I don't remember the
I think we all kind of thought that Seth.
I thought that Seth was going to win.
I thought Seth was going to win.
Me, too.
That's where we all thought that Seth was going to win.
We were all wrong on that one.
Yeah.
We love Seth.
Yeah, I was surprised that, that Bron really won that one.
Yeah.
I am. I thought Seth, even the way Seth came in, but you know what? It kind of gave it away because Seth came out first. And I was like,
but they've been doing that.
Like, Seth shouldn't have come out first. I like how Seth came out. The gear was spot on.
It was good.
But I was surprised that Seth lost that one.
Yeah, I think that we all said that Seth was going to win. Trick was going to win. even though we were a little iffy because we thought that maybe we'll go back and forth with the belts. And then IYO, and then, of course, Roman.
You want to know something that we were completely iffy about?
John Cena.
The John Cena announcement.
I thought it was just going to be about the club, but the John Cena Classic, that was really surprising.
That sounds like it's going to be fun.
It is going to be fun that we get to participate as fans.
So I think that's going to be fun.
Really
I'm going to enjoy that.
All right,
John
ladies
Cena.
and gentlemen. That's it. That's
Thank
us
you,
for
Cena.
today. That's another episode of Wrestling with Our Family. Real chaos. Join us next week to see what happened on Raw, what happened on NXT, and what happened on SmackDown. See you next week.
Yeet.